Enns. Dr. Enns is a senior pastor at Antioch International Church, president of the founder of Patriotic Students of America, president of the Sugar Creek Republican Women, wow, and president of She Leads Carolinas. So Dr. Enns.
Thank you and good afternoon. My grandmother was also born in Israel and fled because her house was bombed in 1949. But I'm here to talk about the relationship between Israel and America. Israel and the United States have had a long-standing relationship. Jews have stood with America and Americans have stood with Israel. We can see evidence of this relationship from back between 1781 and 1784 when a Jewish man named Chaim Salomon helped George Washington win the Revolutionary War. Yeah. He helped to raise and also fund himself $650,000, which is the equivalent of $13 million today. If we fast forward to 1948, when only 11 minutes after Israel once again became a nation in her homeland on May 14th, President Harry Truman was the first world leader to officially recognize Israel as a legitimate Jewish state. And in 2018, we were able to celebrate this great unity when President Donald Trump moved the U.S. Embassy to Israel's eternal capital, Jerusalem, and helped her usher in the Abraham Accords, which opened doors to many opportunities with surrounding nations. Since 1948, the U.S. has provided Israel with $158 billion in foreign assistance and currently is committed to $3 billion a year in ongoing support of Israel. This tie between our two nations is because of shared values in freedom and democracy, as well as our beliefs that are rooted in our profound faith and in upholding dignity and the value of human life. America has stood with Israel by using its veto power at the UN to stop ridiculous anti-Semitic resolutions on 42 different occasions. Yep. And through it all, Israel remains an unwavering banner of freedom in the Middle East. It is important to note that there has been an unacceptable, actually appalling, increase of anti-Semitism in America in recent years. Threats of violence and calls for violence against Jews are echoing on our college campuses and in the streets of major cities across the nation. This is a direct result of Marxist ideology and anti-Semitic propaganda, and this cannot be tolerated. The vast majority of Americans and their elected officials remain steadfast in their ongoing support for the peace and security of our Jewish brothers and sisters, both here and abroad. While the voices of lunacy and hatred from the brainwashed masses will no doubt continue as Israel rightfully defends herself, those people do not speak for us. We Americans love Israel. We Americans stand with Israel, and we Americans will not be silent. Thank you very much.
Once again, Dr. Enns, she is running for the South Carolina State House of Representatives in 2024. So I'm going to keep giving plugs like Pastor Alan Mashburn and her. We need people like that supports Israel in our office. So you don't want to hear me sing. I tell a lot of bad jokes, but I'm going to